Allahu 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 Allah Allahu 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 Allah Allahu 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 Allahu
And we're very proud to have the governor of the state of Washington, Mr. Inslee, is here. Let's give it a warm welcome. Before I begin, I want to welcome the Imam of Islamic Center, Abubakr, Sheikh Ahmed, to welcome the governor and to say a few words, and I will interpret. Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Waxaan rabaa inaan magacayga iyo magaca Masjid Abubakr, magaca jaaliyadda Soomaaliyeed ee degan gobolkan, magaca muslimiinta state Washington dhammaantood inaan ku soo dhaweeyo madaxweynaha ama governorka state Washington.
He said, with my name at Abubakr Islamic Center and the entire community of Muslims, I want to welcome the governor here at Abubakr Islamic Center.
Thank you. Thank you.
Waxaan rabaa inaan uga mahad celino oo aan idhaahdo anigoo ku hadlaya muslimiinta state Washington oo dhan cadaaladda uu ka shaqeeyay gobornarku iyo hormuudka uu yahay dadka laga tira badan yahay muslimiintu ay ku jiraan go'aamada lagu sameeyo inuu ka soo horjeedsado. Waxaan rabaa inaan uga mahad celino.
He said, I want to thank on behalf of all the Muslim community for Governor Jay Inslee for standing up justice when it really matters, for standing up for the minority, the Muslim people.
Waxaan rabaa mar labaad inaan uga mahad celiyo go'aankii taariikhiga ahaa ee iloowaanka ahaa oo runtii aadna aan u xusuusto oo ahaa state Washington in dadka muslimiinta ah ciidaha labada ciidoodba fasax in la siiyey go'aankana governorka ayaa qaatay.
And also I want to thank for the undivided attention that he gave and allow us to have our two holidays, the Muslim holidays in the state of Washington. I want to thank you about that too.
Mar labaad waxaan rabaa inaan idhaahdo soo dhawow, welcome to Masjid Abubakr, ku soo dhawow adiga iyo dawladda oo dhan ha ku soo dhawaadaan. Waad mahadsantihiin.
And again, I want to thank you and Ms. Trudy Inslee and your entire staff team. Welcome to Abubakr Islamic Center. And thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I just want to say a few words. I just want to say the governor is a champion. Since all this started, the governor was everywhere, at the airport, downtown Raleigh. The other day he welcomed the person who was deported and came back again. So we want to say thank you again. Last night we watched him at CNN stand up for the administration. Again, we want to say thank you.
Thank you.
So the governor, you are a champion, and thank you for standing up for all the minority and injustice, sends you even the Congress. So thank you very much and welcome to Abubakr Islamic Center. And now I give you the microphone.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Trudy and I are so delighted to be at the Abubakr Mosque. This is an honor for me to appear before you as governor of the state of Washington. We have the most beautiful state in the United States. We have the most welcoming state in the United States. And when I look at these beautiful children I'm seeing in the mosque, we have the most beautiful children in the United States.
Yes. Thank you.
And I mean that. We do have the most beautiful state in the United States. We have Mount Rainier, it's majestic snow. We have Puget Sound in this beautiful blue water on a blue sky day. We have the wheat fields of eastern Washington. All of these things are beautiful, and all of them are God's gifts to us. But the single most beautiful thing about the state of Washington is that we believe in justice for all people in the state of Washington. And principal among those justices are our freedoms. We are a lucky people in America. We are lucky people in Washington. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech. But we know that these freedoms can be lost. They can be eroded if they are not protected. If people do not stand up and fight for their freedoms, for the freedom of religion, they can be lost and they can ebb away. We understand that these freedoms require protection. And sometimes they require the intervention of our beautiful court system in the United States that will hold to the tenets of the U.S. Constitution and will protect freedom of religion for all religions, for Baptists, for Jews, for Sikhs, for Hindus, for Muslims, for all sects, for all people, whatever their belief, and non-believers. This is a beautiful thing in our country, in our state. And that is why in the last few days we've seen the operation of American democracy to protect all religions, all faiths, all people in the state of Washington. This is the beautiful thing that has happened in the state of Washington in the last few days. Now, this has been a personal joy for me. It's been a painful thing for many of your brothers and sisters who have gone through very difficult days because of the executive order of the president. I want to share two experiences I have had that you might find of interest. Number one, I've been in public life, in and out of public life, for 30 years. I've dealt with many issues, many controversies. But I've never had a time as an elected official where I've had more people who have come up to me on the sidewalk, in the grocery store, and in the parks, and say, "Governor, thank you for standing up for the most basic core of who we are as Americans. This makes us proud." I've never heard this from more people. And this is very inspiring to me, and I'll tell you why. It's inspiring to me because it means thousands of people understand the unique character of America. They understand that we are a unique nation. They understand that there's only one Statue of Liberty in the world, and it's in New York Harbor, and that light still shines in Elliott Bay in Seattle. They understand this is deep in their hearts of all faiths and all peoples, and frankly, all political parties. So I have had a renewed faith in American democracy in the last few days, listening to people who stand with all people of all faiths for religious freedom and non-discrimination. The second experience I've had, it has been a joy to see to it that we have allowed people to come do their business, reunite with their families, and do their research. I was at University of Washington 2 nights ago for the 10th anniversary of the University of Washington Global Health Fund, where Dr. Allah Al-Huwan had been denied entrance to the University of Washington to come speak. He's a World Health Organization, world famous leader in public health. The president's order prohibited him from coming to the University of Washington to meet with Melinda Gates and other people at the UW to do work. Isn't it a thrill that because of our federal court intervention, he came to the University of Washington. He helped us figure out global health, and freedom rang at the University of Washington tonight, I will tell you that. I'm happy that we had Arash Tartan, who's the University of Washington HIV researcher. He's been here for several years researching how we save people from AIDS. And I can tell you this, if he succeeds, if this Iranian Muslim doing research with Americans at the University of Washington succeeds, everybody's going to benefit. Muslims, Jews, Christians, Sikhs, Baptists, Catholics. That man ought to be able to do his research at the University of Washington. I'm glad he's doing it today. So we're happy about that. And I was so happy when this happened. I went to the airport. I was too late to keep Isahak Rabi, the president, sent him back to Vienna. So it was really great a few days ago to see him come back and get to give a big hug to his American citizen wife. That's a pretty good thing on Valentine's Day that we celebrate. So I want to tell you that we intend to honor all communities in our state. I want to thank you for being such an important part of our community. Your children are doing great work in schools. I've seen them in the Great Federal Way School District in Tukwila. Your kids are doing great in athletics. You are caring for our people in hospitals. You are doing research. You are designing Boeing airplanes. Mr. Rabi, when he flew back from Vienna to meet his cousin is an engineer at Boeing. I thought it was a beautiful thing that his cousin worked at the company that built the plane that brought him to give his wife a big hug. I think that was a kind of a nice thing. So we wish you well. We'll continue to work together. We do know that we are a resilient country. We know the power of fear. We're going to overcome fear. We understand that fear can be a powerful force for all of us humans. But we know that compassion and love and understanding and common sense, and just a little bit of courage can lead this to be a more blessed community. So thank you for this opportunity to join you. Peace be upon you. Take care. Thank you.